Wiggle it. Just a little bit. Get it. Go and do it.
All right, everybody, stop. No, stop your applause, please. Stop
Wait.
your applause.
Just throw money.
Yeah, just throw money. You know, I'll wear like the nettings and whatever it takes, baby.
Please don't.
Whatever it takes.
Give us money so Tom doesn't do that.
Yes. So I am going to put nettings on.
No. People are going to say, Tom, we don't want to see that.
Yes, and
Here's
in
some
order,
money so we don't have to see that.
Wait for it. In order to get in on the GoFundMe for no nettings for Tom, we want to go $10 per donation. All right. I think that skit's done.
All right.
Welcome to Rockland News. I'm one of your hosts, Tom Osa.
And I'm Mike Kluger, and we are here to talk to you about all the things going on in Rockland because we love Rockland so much. We want to be your voice.
And today's kind of like the eye of the storm because for the last 2 days, it's been like rainy and all crap weather and whatnot.
I actually liked it.
You liked it?
I mean, I am a hippy dippy weather man. And Tom and I were discussing there is this movement called Dudeism, and I would like to start one called the School of Carlin.
Okay, all right, dig it with the Carlin
because I mean, he was the hippy dippy weatherman with the hippy dippy weather,
and coincidentally, we have the hippy dippy weather ready to go. So here is the forecast for the foreseeable future, Mike.
Right now, it is 70 degrees, and it's going to be sunny all day long, folks. It's going to get up to 84. Tomorrow, however, more rain. Friday, even more rain. And then a little cloudy on Sunday with 68, so nice and mild and cool.
Oh, it cleared up a little bit. That's good.
And Sunday, sunny and the high is going to be 82.
Okay, all right.
The numbers are reversed on me. I'm looking at, hold on. So it's going to be in the 80s pretty much for all week until our next show, and then it will be a scorching 95 degrees again. So
next Wednesday
will be a scorching 95 degrees according to the weather from Google.
So Mike, I have to note to you that I'm going to have to take OK Rockland on the road solo on Friday.
You will, mostly because I will be at Bethel Woods.
Yes. And I will be doing my first solo concert of 2026 over at The Flowery, located in Haverstraw, New York. It is the newest dispensary in all of North Rockland. Now, Mike, I don't know about this cannabis stuff.
But you are learning. This is your second dispensary that you have purveyed to learn about this crazy cannabis thing. Now, I know a little bit about some cannabis, but I don't know anything about the Flowery. So why don't you tell me about the Flowery?
Well, the Flowery is located on Route 9W, just on the outskirts of the beautiful village of Haverstraw. Now, lest you think that the Flowery is about gardening, well, you might pick it up as a habit, which is not a terrible thing. But the Flowery offers cannabis. It's this newly fangled. It's interesting.
Well, the newly fangled part is how you can consume the cannabis now.
Yeah.
There are so many candies and tinctures and vape
gummies
things and gummies, all of these things that you can consume that are not the classic put it in your pipe and smoke it.
Because from my studies, carcinogens are not a good thing. And, if you're lighting it up, it could cause the possibility of carcinogens going into one's lungs. Now, there's different ways of ingesting it down to the gummy and the tincture where you can practice safe cannabis, THC, CBD, indica sativa, 431 terpenes, each with its own mood dial inner. And you could choose your experience.
Doesn't know a whole lot about cannabis. You know all the words.
Yeah, and I read it in a textbook somewhere. It's like, I forget the name of the textbook. It's just
you found it on the internet, folks.
Yeah, it's actually on the front of the textbook. It says this is a textbook. So I figured I'd pick it up and read it.
You didn't just choose cannabis for dummies?
Well, I should, because I don't know anything about this cannabis.
Maybe you should write it.
And just to prove a point, and this is, caring, I'm going to be performing as Tailspin over at the Flowery.
Tommy Tailspin at the Flowery next
7/10. It's this Friday.
This
Friday, July 10th.
Get on it. Yep. 2 days away.
And for those of you that are deeply ensconced in the cannabis community, and a lot of people that know about the 420 thing, there's also a little known holiday called 7/10. And
I don't know about 7/10.
It's called 7/10. It's called Shatter Day.
What is that, Mister? I don't know anything about cannabis.
Shatter is apparently like it's basically like a waffle. All right. And then you use the shatter like in you ingest it and stuff like that. I don't know too much about shatter, but I'll be there on shatter day. I will be performing without shatter in my system. I mean, gosh darn it, I probably will be performing with nary a taste of coffee, sir.
No coffee? Why no coffee?
All right, not to go too
I'm
deep
sad.
into it. It's for
I'm actually getting tearing up of thinking with Tom with no coffee.
no, man. In all seriousness, I mean, there's a few times that I like refrain from coffee consumption, and one of them is drumming. Like I literally don't drink coffee for a few hours beforehand because they take my drumming, and I'm not like that great at it. I'm okay.
So you
Like I'm
don't
intermediate, but I can hold down a beat.
so you don't also consume in the stereotypical drummer feat of imbibing the beers or the
Correct.
Jack Daniels or whatever it is that
No,
drummers
hell
like to
no.
drink.
No, I don't want to be a sloppy, like all over the
You
place.
are
Nothing against
a
alcohol.
California sober drummer.
Pretty much.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, I take it seriously. Not because I'm trying to be like, oh, so awesome, what's happening, but like I'm enjoying the experience of keeping up.
All right. Well, keeping up with what's going on in Rockland,
Yeah.
last night we held an awesome concert down in Memorial Park in Nyack.
Oh, yeah. Electric Beef played, right?
Electric Beat, my dear friend Tito Wilson. I love him so much. We've known each other for many decades. He and his bandmates of the Electric Beef came out and played a couple sets. Lots of good music. We were down by the river. It was sponsored by, I believe it was the Village of Nyack, but we'll have to look into that, folks.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a free concert.
Yeah. I messaged Nyack Village Mayor Joe Rand. You know, he's running for Senate District 38.
I do, against Bill Weber.
Yes. Yeah, correct. So we were all texting with each other, like we're all friends and everything. We'll see how it goes.
Wait, you, Bill Weber, and Joe Rand on the same
Not
chat?
all on the same thread.
Now-
That would be
now
kind of weird.
that would be impressive.
Hi, guys. Would you like to speak about the economics of water consumption? Like, what do you do with that?
I figured it was you, and you might actually pull that out of your hat because there are times, folks, where Tom and I are talking, and I'm like, wait, you know that person? How did you talk to these people in the same room? Tom's got magic, man.
Here's the problem:
he's the
is I
magic
saw
man.
the first movie, Get Shorty. I didn't see Be Cool.
So you just know how to be short, not cool?
Yeah, well, I try to like keep my shit short. Oh, damn it! Did I mess up an FCC
wait,
regulation?
that's a flag.
Flag.
Flag
Yellow card.
on you.
Yellow card.
Oh, I and I don't know much about this sports ball thing, but I heard that the United States is no longer in the sports ball kick sports ball, otherwise known as FIFA.
Exactly. They lost 4-1 last night to I think Bolivia, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. I haven't been following.
I don't know.
But good job, guys. Excellent run. You made it to the round of 16, and I think Colombia is still in it, so I'm rooting for Colombia.
You're rooting
obviously,
for Colombia. All right.
Yeah.
I am not rooting for anyone.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not really into it, but they got the World Cup thing, the Global Rhythms thing happening on July 19th in Nanuet.
Is there music involved in that? Because if there's music, I am interested. Because Tom, I have a passion for putting the rock back in Rockland,
dude.
As you do.
Yeah, this is actually going to be like a serious thing. I'm looking for the news article here, but yeah, Nanuet is shutting down pretty much like all of an entire road for like.
Are they shutting down the four corners because there's no guardrails?
A mile and a half. Yeah, we're going to talk about that too today. A mile and a half or so, and just like vendor booths, but also like the biggest screen TV that you could possibly watch outdoors. They're going to have that there. They're going to have like, drinks and food and everything. I think they're doing something for the ladies, like some sort of like a mimosa thing, like early on.
All right.
Yeah. So they got a lot of stuff.
Not just for the ladies,
on.
for those who like sweet drinks.
Yeah. Well, all right. Yeah.
Right. Because I know plenty of really duty dudes who know they're not beer drinkers. They like
how would
drinks.
George Carlin say it? That's actually a good question. Like, mimosas for all. Because he's pretty short.
Mimosas for everyone who wants one.
Okay. All right. So does he like take out the? Oh yeah. You know what?
What?
We should do a show on this because I'm definitely behind the 8 ball in terms of understanding the comedy of George Carlin. Admittedly.
Okay.
All right. And I respect it because the dude is very talented, obviously.
And he had some amazing perspective about the world that we live in and society as a whole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And he is not, he's not even from either of our cultures.
Mhm.
He is New York City Irish, as far as I know.
Got it. Okay.
So repressed Catholic, beaten by nuns. As far as
Oh,
I
he was
know,
beaten by nuns.
I think so. I think so. I'm going to look this up to make sure that I am not speaking a falsehood, but I'm pretty sure he had the stereotypical Irish upbringing.
You know, that brings up a good point, and we'll talk about our sponsors in a minute. But, you know, I wasn't beaten by nuns, but there was this incident. All right. And I went to Catholic school all the way through. There was an incident in first grade. Now, in hindsight, it was probably a good idea that I was punished for this. But first grade, I got into, let's just say, the up, the early stages of a scuffle. Early stages. Now, it
So
wasn't
is it just
without.
a kerfuffle?
Yeah, and I think what was happening, the lead up to this is I was taking advantage of. I basically traded in a broken pencil for like a video game. Like I had a video game and I gave it to this guy Brian, and he gave me like a broken pencil in return as my trade off, right? So there was a trade imbalance, and I
Yeah.
felt mad about that.
All right.
Okay, so
You were in your feels.
and I don't have the ability in grade 1 to impose tariffs. That would be wrong.
Okay.
So what I did was I took a very, very, like the desk chair thing. And,
Yeah.
so I took the desk chair. We got into an argument and I think he pushed me. So then I walked back over to the table chair thing and I picked it up over my head and I went to throw it at him.
So violence, begetting more violence.
And I have my hands over my head, just for those of you that are listening. This is a true story. And
he's getting really into the story, folks.
yeah, like I got my hands over my head, even though we're not on video. And I went to just like go throw it and I couldn't throw it. And I was like, something's preventing me from moving forward with this
Was
item.
it a larger human?
It was a larger human, mostly in black and white. And she was holding on to it. I was like, okay. All right. So then she had me hold this effing thing over my head for like about 7 minutes or for as long as I could hold it. I was like, sister, I can't hold this anymore. She goes, that's fine. You're going to keep on holding it. Go ahead. Keep going. It was bad.
That sounds bad.
Yeah. So, and I think the thing that bothered me, repressed Catholicism and stuff like that, is I don't think Brian got in trouble at all.
Unfortunate.
So yeah, tariffs.
Tariffs? We're not talking about tariffs on this show.
No. I'm just saying, like, one day I'd like to be able to impose tariffs on Brian.
I hope Brian gets into his feels about this story and feels bad for you. And gives you the video game back.
I doubt Brian is listening to this radio show.
You don't know.
Everybody.
How many people listen to our radio show?
You know what? Do you think that
thousands?
Wait until the WABC thing.
Hey, I wonder if anyone's on our chat. Do we have anyone on the chat today?
Let's find out.
Folks, did you know we have a chat? Because if you did, then maybe you'll come and say hello or ask us a question to talk about on the air or just give you a shout out. Like my lovely daughter, Lena, who always likes to catch our show whenever she can.
Let's find
We're
out.
We're looking now.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Lena? I think.
Yeah.
Yay or rain.
Yeah.
Yay or rain. Smiley face.
Yeah, that's my kid loves plants.
What up?
So, folks, I encourage you to go check out our chat at.
Well, you could just, wherever you're listening to it, underneath, there's a place where you can comment in. And just start typing. Just so you know, Rockland's News is actually going to be a much more open platform over this coming summer. I'm going to give you a few examples. First of all, we have a little something in the works over at rocklandsnews.com that's going to be launching, I'd say, within the next week and a half. But also, it's now a call-in show. So first of all, the way that you do this is you subscribe to Rockland's News. You can go over there right now, rocklandsnews.com.
And hit that button.
All right. And there's an opt-in form that says, can we call you or text you if you'd like to make a comment on the air? All right. And then it's as simple as a phone call now. Same as like when you were doing the radio and you call into WRCR or WABC, you can literally call in and voice your opinion about local issues that are happening so that you can make a change. That was beautiful, Mike.
Right.
Thank you.
It's magical.
Mike was holding his hand over.
I was waiting.
Yeah.
I was waiting to do the magic button.
Yeah. So I think that accounts for a high five.
All right. High five.
High
Yeah,
five.
there we go. So, folks, we have news to tell you. but I don't even know what it is. What news do we got? Let's see.
Let's talk our sponsors first. And
right.
thank
We should
them.
always talk about our sponsors because they are amazing. And we did talk about one of them today, the Flowery.
Yes, the Flowery, located in Haverstraw, New York. And I will be performing there this Friday, Saturday, 7/10 over at the Flowery.
Go check it out.
And also, I should note that it's going to be different eras of music, not Taylor Swift eras. I'm talking about eras
Genre
of music. And I think we're going to start off with some hard rock, man.
I mean, we are into the hard rock around here. So,
all right. Now, we want to thank our main sponsors, New York Boulders baseball team, Yabu Fence Company, Dana Pest Control, Fiesta Acapulco, Kobe Sushi, Breakpoint Bowling, Whole Shot Bagels, Stony Point Massage, the UPS store in West Haverstraw, Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy, 99 signs for all your digital billboard and portable sign needs, because, Mike, a business without a sign
is a sign of no business.
As well as our friends FZ Perfection Auto Body Repair, Congers, New York, and Clean Space Maintenance Management Company. You can get the mobile dumpster over to your house and get a whole bunch of junk and clutter thrown out into the mobile dumpster. They take it away, drop it off at Rockland Green down in Orangetown area, and it's just $199 with a few dumping fees, maybe like, $30, $40, but it is worth it. You take a half day, get rid of a whole bunch of junk in your house, and you are good to go.
And then, as you have worked up a thirst after getting rid of all your trash,
yes,
we have a variety of craft beverage manufacturers in this dear county, and I would like to advocate for all of them. We will start with District 96, which is in New City and in Nyack. They make delicious beers. And if you stroll over to West Nyack, there's Noble Experiment Brewing Company. They were formerly Two Ladders. The brewmaster was formerly from Pearl River. He was brewmastering over at one of the barbecue places.
Okay.
We can then travel back to West Haverstraw, and we have not just the Bricktown Beer House, which houses Stony Point Brewing Company,
right?
But we have Round Table up in the Gardner Art Center. And if you don't like beer and you love the apple, Red Barn Cidery, right, part of Davies Farm, go and drink up the agriculture.
Yeah, absolutely. All those places. And notably at Red Barn, they had to cancel the concert last week.
Because of the weather.
Yeah. And what sucks is the Femme Fighters were going to be playing. That's with Lara.
Okay.
Yeah. They're an amazing
our teammate,
band.
Lara?
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah. She's an amazing guitarist. I mean that. Yeah. I'm not even bullshitting.
Okay.
Damn it. I did it again. All right. 2 yellow cards.
That's like a half a yellow card.
Okay. Bullshite.
Well,
we don't talk about the Shiite. Anyway.
Dookies.
Yeah. So here's the deal is basically they're going to do a reschedule of that concert. So they'll be over at Red Barn Cidery again.
So folks, go check it out.
What else you got over there? You got some news stories underneath. I think we're good with everything.
Well, we did mention Nyack Mayor Joe Rand. He has secured the Working Families Party nomination for New York's 38th Senate District race.
Oh, interesting.
Certified primary results show Rand will appear on the November ballot as both a Democratic and Working Families candidate. He is challenging Republican incumbent Senator Bill Weber. Rand's campaign is focused on affordability, reproductive rights, transit, education, and environmental protection. Supporters say Working Families line could help strengthen his position among the progressive voters in Rockland County and the surrounding district. The race is expected to draw close attention this fall as both candidates make their case for voters. Now, I have a question that maybe Tom can answer.
Yeah.
So Joe Rand is on now 2 party tickets, right?
Correct.
You vote for him as not a Democrat and you voted for him as Working Party, how does his vote count against Bill Weber, who is just going as a Republican?
Yeah, so the same end number counts. So let's say, for instance, you're part of 2 different parties and one of them gets you 1,000 votes and the other party gets you, say, for instance, I'm just, spitballing, but like 300 or 400 votes. Okay. So the aggregate number is the 1,400 or the 1,300. So that's the total. Same thing for whatever other parties, and they nominate their candidate. Right. So obviously, if you get the endorsement and the nomination for multiple parties, it propels your chances of overall victory.
There you go. So, folks, if you prefer not to vote Democrat and you want to vote working parties, which it is a third party, and some Americans, like myself, believe we need to have more parties in this country of all kinds.
Yeah, I'm looking at you. I was like, I'm with you on this.
More parties.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
The rent is too damn high party. I love that party.
If you prefer Joe Rand, do not be afraid to not vote Democrat. You are not wasting your vote if you want to vote for the third party.
Right.
So, as we mentioned before, Music on the Hudson returns.
Did you just become a political analyst?
I did not.
Are you sure?
Trying to educate the citizens that if they want to vote in a particular way, because that's why we brought it up here in the news.
Okay.
I don't want to be a political analyst.
You're entirely sure about that, because I just got a vision of you.
Shush you.
Shush. No, wait.
Shush, I don't want to wear a tie.
No. You don't have to wear. You kidding me, man? I'm just thinking, think about CNN, and
I don't want to.
And Fox News and all those whatever the heck they do.
Horrible
on the night of the election. Now, you're obviously rooting for your candidate, but they have these political analysts, and I think they do a good job.
Hold on. And as long as I'm not like Troy Aikman on the NFL.
Well, Tom, according to the chart here, it looks like the vote in Wisconsin is going to. I just got this vision of you in front of a big TV screen, but wearing this shirt. I'm the dude, man. Be like, well, man, right over here in say for instance Hillcrest, it seems like there's a few extra numbers over there, and over here with the wow, there's chocolate cookies over here. Hang on a minute.
Hold on. Is there cannabis over there?
I don't know much about this cannabis, dude.
But if you go to the flower, you'll find out.
Possibly. And Friday is going to be the show.
I have to acknowledge that while Tom was going on his thing, he did actually earn I broke my point, because I couldn't say anything. I was laughing.
I didn't want to say anything, but yeah.
So
it's fine. It's okay.
Moving on. Nyack's Music on the Hudson Summer Concert Series is back at Memorial Park. I was there yesterday helping out with sound.
Yes.
Electric Beef played yesterday. It was lovely. But for the next several Tuesdays, like all of them in July, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. down at the park, we will be hosting some music.
Yeah.
All sorts of different bands. I'm assuming most of them are local bands. They're free concerts. Go check it out. It's at a beautiful park. You're down by the river. What could be bad about that?
Yeah, amazing. And Electric Beef, they hold it down, especially with Tito on the drums.
Oh man, they were so good.
Yeah, they
were so good. Tom.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us about estate sales?
Okay, let's talk about estate sales. Several major real estate deals are moving forward across Rockland County. An affiliate of PDI purchased the 54-acre industrial property at 108 Route 303 in Tapan for $79 million. That's all. The property is connected to plans for a 337,000 square foot facility in Muncie. The Gibbs Court, that's separate. Separately in Muncie, the Gibbs Court school property sold for $4.64 million and has approvals for condominium development. The Muncie Center retail property at Route 59 and Saddle River Road sold for $10 million. And a Spring Valley Strip Center also changed hands for $2.9 million. And together, the deals show continued investor interest in industrial, retail, and residential development across the county. Now, something to note that's happening tonight separately is that the Village of Spring Valley is actually holding meetings on the possibility of dissolving the corporate structure of the village.
And why would they want to do that?
Well, I actually have a bit of experience in this, believe it or not. It has to do with overlap of services.
Okay.
So for instance, and the whole drama saga up in Highland Falls with the mayor up there, yada, yada. I told you about that.
That's not Rockland. I don't know what's going on outside of Rockland.
All right. Well, the bottom line is there was a point where a lot of residents talked about the idea of dissolving that village because the village of Highland Falls is within the town of Highlands. And both of them have their own police force and sewer district.
So is this similar to what Havistraw did a few years ago by consolidating the village of West Havistraw, the village of Havistraw police departments
Correct.
into the town of
Correct.
Havistraw?
Exactly.
So they had a more robust coverage of with one police force over those 3 districts.
Exactly. Yeah. So basically, if Spring Valley elects to dissolve, and even there, if there's a general village resident consensus about this, it still has to go to an ultimate vote, which imagine that'll be in November. I think the vote is on November 3rd, countywide for all sort of elections this year.
And this year is interesting from a voter rights thing because Rockland County is doing something special. We usually don't have elections on even years. That's what I've been told. Is that
Yeah,
true?
exactly. And what happened is, and it's been going back and forth, it's been legislating in court. I have to check in on exactly what's happening right now. But from what I understand is this is going to be like the last even year election for the local. I think everybody's going to get on like the even year election cycle, and then after that, my guess is the legislation will ultimately be killed, saying, "Okay, we can't have this anymore. We should have the right to do it whenever." But the damage will be done, if you will. I shouldn't
Why
say
do you think it would be
damage.
that? Because the what I was led to believe was the reason why Rockland County was doing its elections on an even year is they found that they got better voter turnout and better responses on the local elections when they were opposite the federal election.
Statistically, that held true. Now, according to some, let's just say, individuals that did not necessarily agree with those findings, they said that it's going to ultimately lead to more confusion and less likely of people checking off each of the individual states and county and local villages. Whether that's true or not, I don't know.
It
But
remains to be seen.
right. So there was pushback. And ultimately, the last time I checked in, it looked like the legislation was about to be quashed.
Hmm. Well, only time shall tell.
But still, that does mean that all of those local elections are on the even year election cycle now. So, for
Right.
instance, the big one is Clarkstown Supervisor George Holman is now up for reelection.
And who's running against him?
Eugene Bondar.
Okay.
We actually recorded him yesterday on the live stream.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, so he's on. If those of you that want to check it out, and the podcast will be available this Friday on Apple as well as Spotify. But if you wanted to check it out right now, the raw live stream, it's on Facebook, LinkedIn, and our YouTube channels. Just search for Rockland News, and it's the Tuesday episode.
So, folks, if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, and you want to reach out to Mike and Tom, you reach us at rocklandnews.com/alert.
That's right. And you can also subscribe. And I noticed that the chat is lighting up with different people asking about various stuff. So apparently, actually, somebody gave us their phone number, which I've never seen before.
So, what are we
So
supposed to call
they
them?
wanted to talk about something. I'm not exactly sure, individual, what the topic is, but we'll have a producer that's going to be vetting these different things. But yeah, just tune in for now. We're going to kind of like sort it out. And the whole idea here is to create more community conversation and just, get people's perspectives. We're not here to like be like social media judgy, blah, blah, blah.
No, but
All that stuff sucks anyway.
we want involvement, such as my daughter reminded us as I was talking about political parties that George Washington said we should not have political parties, and that is history.
You also said that we should have more parties.
Well, I was quoting my daughter and showing that we
Oh,
are
okay.
actually reading the chat.
Oh, yes. Yeah. And we are reading the chat. Thank you. So, a little bit more in the news. All right. And by the way, it's 9:06 a.m. and approximately 73 degrees. And it's going to ultimately end up at about 84 degrees here.
A beautiful July day here in Rockland.
There's also some news from the camp of one Mike Lawler, Congressman Mike Lawler,
who is running against
New York District 17. He's going up against Kate Conley.
Because here at Rockland News, we want to talk about everyone equally. Yes.
Well, that's the idea. That's basically the idea. So, Congressman Mike Lawler has introduced legislation aimed at strengthening protections for homeowners dealing with squatting cases. The proposal focuses on helping property owners respond when someone occupies a home or building without permission. Lawler says that the issue has created legal and financial stress for homeowners who may face delays while trying to regain control of their property. The bill is part of a property owners. Supporters argue that clearer rules could help prevent abuse of the system and give local authorities better tools to respond. Now, I actually saw a documentary about this, and it was wild. It was like this woman owned her property, like flat out, like, and
Like not even a banknote.
correct,
Okay.
like owned it, title, basically, and nothing against, like, just status or socioeconomic status and such. And somebody just basically walked in one day and just like stayed overnight without her permission, and she couldn't get them out. She called the police and was like, "We can't do anything. You have to prove that this person wasn't here before." She's like,
What?
how the hell am I going to prove that?" Yeah, exactly. It's
That's
like everything's
crazy.
flip.
Yeah.
So, and it's this whole documentary. I forget the name of it, but like the person ended up squatting there for something like 6 months to the point where she was evicted.
Wow.
Yeah, man, it was wild. So, there is that. So that might be an example of just shoring up, I guess, what the rules are. The rules of engagement, if you will, are where, whether or not you're trying to remove something that allegedly, because you can't say every case, but like, likely, allegedly, whatever, that they may not have been there before. It's wild.
It does seem like we have so many laws and rules on the books that things get complicated to the point where the people you're trying to protect, you are now not protecting other good people who are getting taken advantage by them. That one side or the other.
True.
Um,
So it's wild.
it's a difficult thing because I feel compassion for the renters. I am a homeowner myself, and there's a lot of difficulty that goes along with that, and having people show up at your house and stay in and all that kind of thing.
Well,
So
it comes down to Chevy Chase's line in the movie Caddyshack.
which one?
Now, just imagine, you're a homeowner, and then like a squatter, like,
Like
is
Bill
trying to
Murray
get in.
comes and blows it up with little chasing down the groundhogs.
Yeah, and it's like you can't be like mean to the person, but it's basically, it comes down to, I was born to love you. I was born to lick your face. I was born to rub you, but you can't rub me first.
Tom, that
What?
was a very strange segment.
Well, you have to deal with me. I run the effing company. You said I can be the bad guy.
I said you could be worse than me.
Okay, well, mission accomplished.
All right. All right, let's get back to the news, folks. All right. So Nyack news and views. I'm hip to the Nyack thing today. I don't know. Maybe
So
it's
hit
because
it.
I spent some time in Nyack. I've been doing some shows in Nyack.
Does that make you a hipster?
No, I'm too old for that.
You're a dude, though.
I am a dude, and I do go to the School of Carlin.
Yep.
Nyack News and Views is highlighting several arts and entertainment options across Rockland this month. Penguin Rep, which is not in Nyack, is in Stony Point,
Right.
is presenting Heart Sellers, a play centered around friendship, immigration, and the search for belonging. Elmwood Playhouse is hosting a one-act weekend featuring a series of shorter theatrical works. The calendar is also including a film connecting to an American Revolutionary War reenactors and an appearance tied to filmmaker John Salas.
All right.
These events offer local audiences a mix of theater, film, historical programming, and the July Arts Calendar continues to show Rockland's strong creative scene and its connection to both local and national stories. And as you know, folks, we here at Rockland News love music, and we support all of the Rockland County musicians, and we would like to encourage all of you to come check us out at sponsorband.com.
/sign up if you are interested in being part of Rockland's Music Fest 12. And that's going to be on September 12th this year, a Saturday. It's going to be the day after the 25th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. And it's going to be a somber day on that day. I figure we're going to have to wind down a little bit and get back to, enjoying what we like. And those of you that are music oriented, what we do every single year is we get together, we have a great music party with some food and some cool stuff. And of course, we do it for a charity. And this year we're doing it for people that have been affected by traffic accidents in their family, lost a loved one as a result of a traffic accident. So we're going to be doing Rockland Music Fest 12, September 12th, and more information on that coming this Sunday, July 12th.
More 12s.
Yep, whole
12,
bunch of
12,
12.
12.
Exactly.
All right.
We got a few guests, by the way, Mike. So I didn't mention this before, but we have, first of all, we have Bernadette Perez, who
Okay.
she recently, not to provide too much of the story, but I just wanted to provide some context. So Bernadette, unfortunately, lost her son over the past year, and I got a chance to go to the memorial, and I got to speak with her for a few minutes. And she's a really thoughtful person. She's obviously, I can't even imagine the grief and pain. And our hearts do go out to you, Bernadette, if you're listening. But she's going to be on the show actually in a few minutes. Not necessarily gonna speak of that. She's welcome to, open floor. But she also had talked about the possibility of putting together a podcast on her own, a support group for people that are experiencing grief.
Kind of like a modern day Ann Landers kind of thing.
Perhaps.
All right. All right.
Perhaps.
I am hip to this thing.
Yeah. And for those of you that are listening and are like, who the hell is Ann Landers? She was a legendary, I think she's still alive. I'll have to check.
I think they died. I think her and her sister both died.
No, I mean in my heart and spirit.
Oh, well, they're alive forever in their heart and spirit, Tom.
Dear Abby and Ann Landers.
They were, I believe they were sisters.
Right. And what's funny is like they didn't like really always get along. It's like, I can't believe it. You did. I'm gonna say this.
Tom, you and I don't always get along. That makes it makes
what are you
for a good
talking
show.
about? We get along perfectly.
Damn you, Thomas. Damn you.
Woof, I felt that. Went through my so wait, so
did
I'm Ann Landers and you're dear. How do we break that up?
I don't know.
All right, dude. I'll tell you what. At some point, not necessarily now, not necessarily even like this year or next year, we'll dress up and we'll go to a Halloween party as Dear Abby and Ann Landers.
Oh no, folks.
Come on.
No.
Dude, that would be the funny.
All right. Hold on. If our listeners, if we can get 500 listeners to come onto our chat and say, we would like to see that, I would do that.
Okay.
I challenge the listeners to get involved and tell us whether they want to see that or not.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Indeed. Sending a message to Bernadette right now. We'll be looping you.
Hold on. We got our first chat saying that we should do it. So that's one.
There we go. Okay. So that's one.
We need 499 more.
So this is ground zero right here. Whoever's commenting or chatting in, this will help shape the show for the foreseeable future. Our first goal, ladies and gentlemen, is 500 people commenting in one given day.
And no, Lena, you cannot do it 500 times. You get one vote.
Yep. Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. You can't just say, do it. like actually, like we're just like you and I are just like a bunch of 12-year-olds. Do it.
Well, we got my 15-year-old over there telling us to do it.
She might be motivating us right now.
She is.
Yeah, so that's cool. I'm still texting Bernadette. She probably knows, but.
Well, I'm going to talk about something called Food Not Bombs.
Food Not Bombs. I like it.
It is an organization that is asking the community to support its weekly food distribution outside Nyack Center.
Right.
The group is collecting pantry staples, toiletries, cleaning supplies, and other basic items for neighbors in need. Its Friday distribution runs from 4:30 to 6 p.m. and focuses on vegetarian food and mutual aid. The effort is built around the idea that no neighbor should go hungry and that communities can help meet basic needs through direct support. Donations help provide food and household supplies to people facing financial pressure, food insecurity, or limited access to essential goods.
That's nice.
Now,
I like that.
This show has talked to a lot of organizations that do similar things to that, and we encourage every single one of them. We encourage all of you to support these organizations, such like the Nyack Food Pantry and People to People. And there We had a list at one point of all of the places that people who had food insecurity could go to. It's probably on our website somewhere because I know you posted it at one point.
Yeah, rocklandsnews.com.
But folks, if you are a person who has abundance and you have extra time, you have extra food, you have extra this, there are a lot of folks here who are struggling. There are a lot of people who are struggling, and your neighbors are really good people who need your help.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
reach out, be a good community member, be part of the solution, not part of the problem.
Absolutely. And we have on the line with us Bernadette Perez. I got the chance to meet her about 8 months ago. I forget exactly when, Bernadette, but it's good to have you on the show. Thanks for joining us on Rockland News today.
Good morning. How are you? Greetings and salutations.
You know, I used to love hearing that in one of my favorite early year cartoons. It was a movie, Charlotte's Web.
Charlotte's
Aw,
Greetings
Web.
and
Charlotte's Web.
salutations, right?
Greetings and salutations. Charlotte used to say that to Wilbur in the morning. Yeah.
That is correct.
Exactly. How are you, my dear?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, guys?
Yeah, it's a nice day out. Hopefully, it's going to be sunny all day. We'll check it out, right?
And we're chilling in a basement studio.
Yes.
So it's cool.
Mhm. So what's going on?
beautiful.
We haven't caught up in a while. I think the last time we've been texting each other back and forth over the last day or so. And so how have been things over the last several months?
Well, everything's been okay. With Kenny, I feel immensely blessed and privileged to be his mom.
Yeah.
And I'll take this road I have to take without him for the privilege and honor of being his mom and knowing him. I understand like it's 15 years, but we made so many memories and did so much in those 15 years that it's going to last a lifetime. It's going to
Yeah.
last far beyond us. So I'm
Mhm.
privileged and blessed.
That's great.
But a lot has been going on. Let's see. Farley just about 3 weeks ago did a second memorial bench. His teacher, Mary Oberman, called me and said, Kenny made an impact and a difference here. So we would like to have a bench here for him as well.
Mhm.
So we did. We did another bench dedication to Kenny at Farley Elementary School, and he has one in Fieldstone. So I'm proud of that. I'm proud of who he is. We have the scholarship going where it's gonna initially be given out in 2028 to Kenny's classmates. We're going for 3. I'm trying to get that scholarship funded to be able to give at least $1,000 to 3 different students, and it's going to be the criteria is going to be they have to be a first responder.
Right.
And
They
how
have to
would
be.
folks donate to that?
Well, right now, Patty O'Sullivan in North Rockland High School is taking money orders and checks. Whenever I did the fundraisers, I bring it to her because they're housing the account for the scholarship.
That's great.
So it would go to Patty O'Sullivan on 106 Hammond Road, Thiels, New York. Attention, Kenneth Bermudez Scholarship Fund.
Okay, got it.
Perfect.
But for the criteria, we want to have 3 students and they're going to write essays and we're going to choose from that. It's going to be first responders. It's
Right.
going to be gamers, which is called the Interact Club in the high school, but it's basically for gamers. And then children or students of faith that are practicing the faith of Jesus, being kind. And that's all Kenny was. So basically these 3 criteria embody who Kenny was.
Right.
And it helps other kids.
I didn't get the chance to hang out with Kenny. Obviously, he's a few generations behind me as far as like age. I'm 50 years old now. But the vibe I got, and you mentioned about volunteer firefighters, Kenny was an avid, he was honored as a voluntary firefighter. What was it? Wayne Hose was the one that added him on to the roles, and he's immortalized pretty much.
Correct. He loved to be a fireman since he was a baby. I have a photo of him in a carriage with the fireman hat. His
Aw.
older brother, Danny, won the fire prevention poster first place in first grade. So these 2 kids had it in their heart from the time that they were born.
Mm-hmm.
And Kenny was a fire explorer for Rockland County Fire Explorer Post 44. And then he was always hanging out at the Wayne Hose Firehouse with my son Danny. So he seen it, he lived it, he breathed it. And then they posthumously made him a fireman. So he achieved his goal because that's what he wanted.
All right. And for
And
those of you that, I'm sorry, for those of you that want to learn more about that particular event, if you go to rocklandsnews.com and you type in Bernadette Perez or Kenny Perez, you'll be able to see the story on that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Hold on.
Bernadette.
And for
Yeah.
folks who don't know, the Explorers are a division of the Boy Scouts of America. They have all sorts of sections, and it's a very like specific subject where young people are learning about that. I myself went through Sea Scouts where we
okay.
learned how to sail and maintain boats and all that. I know that the fire explorers are really community oriented, and as anyone who listens to our show knows, that we are all about local community and supporting your neighbors.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
yes, yes.
So he was an
I mean,
explorer too.
yes, yeah, he was learning how to. I have a photo of him. I don't know the correct terminology, but they teach him how to hold the hose with the water power, and they take milk crates and there's a name for it. I think it's like water hockey of some sort, and they learn how to maintain and hold the hose with the power of the water coming out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
being a
he
fireman is
was
no
very,
joke.
You
yeah,
can
no,
almost,
it's not.
the power of the water compels you.
Yeah, I'm
That sort of
telling you,
thing.
listen, as a mom of a fireman, 2 firemen, I'm very proud of them, but when that sound goes off, your heart goes in your chest
Oh,
because
sure.
you
Any
want,
mother.
know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I love this community. I love the fact that my sons were pillars of this community,
Mm-hmm.
and my hat is all in to help and maintain everything we have with this community. So, this whole community has stood by me. I've never seen anything like this in my entire life, which just shows who Kenny was.
Yeah, and I got the
So,
vibe of it. We, again, we only met, approximately. Well, it's coming up on a year, right? August
yeah, 17th. Yeah,
August
that's when
17th. Yeah.
hmm
So, yeah,
But
time flies either way, right?
it does. But like I truly can sit here and tell you that God has carried me along with this community, and I couldn't be prouder to be a member of Rockland County. Couldn't
Mm.
be prouder to know you guys. It just, God will take something that will kill you and drop you to your knees, and then he will build you up and he will show you all the support you have around you. I mean, my eyes have really been opened up, and I've been in awe of the support that I have, and I mean, stories about Kenny I didn't even know. I had a mom, actually, her son is a fire explorer as well, and she told me that Kenny called her son at 6 o'clock in the morning one morning,
Oh, wow.
and she goes, I was like, who's calling my son at 6 in the morning? And Kenny had seen something on social media that left this young man not in such a good light. So he called him to let him know that something was posted about him. And the mother said to me, in a world where people stay quiet and turn their backs, your son had so much courage to call my son and tell him. And because of that, I was able to get ahead of it. And I
Mhm.
appreciate you for that. So these are, my son never came and told me these things. These are stories I'm hearing, and his kindness was just, it was remarkable. And I'm so proud of that.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm really glad, especially in a place where sometimes it gets perceived that, with all the social media chatter, that it's a negative place. It's actually a very positive place, and I'm glad you're able to, I guess, see the other side of what people are working toward. And I think it's a better future. And one of those things also has to do with taking care of our friends, and we certainly consider you
Yeah.
one of them.
Thank you, Tom. I consider you a good friend too.
No worries. And I'll look forward to talking with you. And what's going to be awesome is that you perhaps might be creating a podcast. It's in the early stages. So I think you and I are going to be talking some tech. I apologize in advance for being a nerd.
No, I
Why are you
appreciate it.
apologizing for
Oh,
that?
thank you. Do not apologize.
It's
Thank you.
it's a reverse brag because I want to help you out. That's a reverse
and
brag.
I definitely
I like
need
that
it.
reverse brag.
Yeah. That's all good.
Oh,
So we have an upcoming 9:30 interview that we're going to be doing. So we have to hop off at the moment, but let's talk soon, maybe in the next few days. I know you have a few appointments, but let's get this together and see if we could do some sort of pilot episode or something.
fantastic. I look forward to it. Have a great day, gentlemen. God bless, and
You
I'll talk
too.
with you soon.
Be
All right.
well.
Thanks, Bernadette.
Be well. All
Yeah.
right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, she's awesome. Like when I got a chance to talk with her, and she just had and again, respect for, she's a grieving mother, lost her son Kenny, but there's a certain poise and inner belief in oneself that I detected in her when I got the chance to meet her during the memorial ceremony.
Okay.
And I got the vibe, she had mentioned it a few days ago that she's thinking about putting together a podcast for, people that are experiencing some difficult times. And just, it's one of those things where I think I told you once before, like I have this inner thing where, like, when I spot talent in someone, I was like, oh, let's at least explore that and see where it goes.
What I liked about what she had to say, she kept talking about the community around her, the community organizations that her son was in, and how supportive they were, and how everyone was kind of working together to be kind to one another.
Yeah, exactly.
And that, my friends, is kind of what we're all about here at Rockland News, because we want each and every one of you to be kind to your neighbor.
Exactly.
We want us to all work together and do awesome things here in Rockland, because we have such a depth of talent, a depth of resources in this great county.
Yep.
We just have to all work together to make it happen.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. So in a few moments, we're going to be bringing in Joanio, and they're going to be talking about a few upcoming events that are happening this summer. And I think they're doing Brick It Again Palooza again.
What is that?
It's a Lego-based event. It's actually kind of cool.
What?
Yeah.
Legos?
Yeah, Lego my ego, yeah.
My dear friend Tito Wilson loves Legos.
Really?
He does. He plays
I
the drums and he loves Legos.
I was unaware of that. You know what? That's an inroads with me talking with Tito more often. And I haven't had the chance in the last year. I mean, we haven't caught up really since Rockland Music Fest 11.
I mean, that was quite a show. We turned it up to 11.
Yeah, exactly. So, Mike, I would like you to do me a favor.
Uh-oh.
I
It's
think-
favor time.
I think you mentioned something to me over the weekend, and I'm going to discard at the moment what you said. I'm going to hand this back over to you. Have fun for the next 3 minutes, and I have to make a phone call.
Oh, that. Okay. So what Tom is talking about is when he and I discuss our show, and we talk about it from a place of how we're interacting with one another and how the quality of our show. I've always said that when Tom and I are in the room, in the studio, looking at each other face to face, talking in these microphones, we have a much better show than when Tom walks out the room like he just did. So the 3 minutes he's talking about is what I'm going to talk about while he's gone. I guess I can use this as my platform to talk about whatever I want. But what I like to talk about most is why Rockland should be in your hearts, and why, regardless of what your religious affiliation is, spirituality is, whether you are red, blue, purple, green, whatever color your political affiliation or skin color is, or hair color. My daughter prefers magenta and moss green, by the way. We should all be nice to one another, because it makes it a better place for everybody. We have amazing parks. We have amazing musicians. We have amazing ballparks. We have amazing schools. And we have a lot of concerned citizens who really love their children. I know Sting used to sing songs about that back in the 80s and 90s, but that's something we here at Rockland News really are passionate about. There's a lot of walking the line these days when we're talking about all of these issues. But the main issue is, why aren't we nice to one another who live next to each other? Like it used to be, that was what gave us strength as a community. And it wasn't always centered around a church building or a school building. Sometimes it was, because there's communities within communities. Rockland County is really, really cool and unique for so many reasons. And one of them is we have so many cultures living right next to one another that we have the best food ever. And why? Because neighbors are going and trying the other culture's food and getting the cool knickknacks and the cool skills out of it, creating things that are even better in your own culture. It's like back in the day, everyone, if you wanted to be a chef, you had to go to Paris and learn how to be a chef. And now you can just take your Parisian skill stuff and go to school in New York, kind of like Anthony Accomondo did. He is a restaurateur and purveyor down there in West Haverstraw, another small business that we love so much. You know what? This might be a good time to talk about some cool sponsors, like, I'm hearing some things. There's beeps coming in. Tom must be calling somebody from remote. I'm going to give it a second. Nope, it's gone. So, sponsors. Fiesta Acapulco. They are up there in Stony Point, right on 9W, across from the late, great Fiesta Cancun. Now, those of you who are old like I and remember Fiesta Cancun, you can get the same great flavors, the same great energy, but it's across the street. And if you mention Rockland News, you might get a treat from them that will bring your nostalgia right back to you. Now, speaking of love of foods, nobody loves their bagels better than Whole Shop Bagels. Clever and Victoria do such an amazing job. You go down there at Whole Shop Bagels, they're right across the street from the cemetery over there on 9W in the village of Haverstraw. They have all sorts of food. They have homemade iced teas and lemonades instead of just buying the big sodas and give it into that. You can even spend your dollar. Oh, spending the dollar. We have to talk about the 61 cents. John Sandak, my dear friend, was teasing me just the other day about how I like to promote the fact that if you spend your dollar at a small business, such as Whole Shop Bagels, and if you buy the products that they make as opposed to buy and sell, you are supporting that business so much more than if you go and do more national or international stuff. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't go to the big box stores, the orange one and the green and the blue one over there in Spring Valley. But if you go to, say, Beckerly Lumber, it's a family tradition, they like to say. And we're not paid to say that, but I'm quoting their commercial. When you walk in, and those are local folk, and they've been doing this for a long time, and it's more about the passion for their business than it is this corporate grindy thing, I guess. Well, Tom's taking an awful long time. So I'm going to sit here, listeners, and we're going to take a sip of coffee and take a second. 1, 2, 3. And my next subject will be, why is Tom always late? Tom's always late. I wonder if he's going to be late for the flowery on his show. And I would like the listeners, because I can't be there, I have to go do another job somewhere. I would like the listeners to report back to me and tell me what time Tom actually starts on Friday.
Wait, what have you been talking about? Did I let the tiger loose?
Yes, you did.
What happened?
You're going to have to listen to it after the fact. I'm not telling you.
I actually, you know what? I'm glad, because I do try to review how we vibe.
Uh-huh.
What time is it on? 59:46. Okay. All right. So we have our guest today.
We have another guest.
Joanio. Joanio is going to be talking about Brick It Again Palooza and the Lego store, and we're going to loop them in right now.
Of Rockland County. So it would really
Hey
like
guys,
that money
how's
would
it
apply
going?
to digital.
All right,
Yeah.
all right, yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
There's a big party over there already, isn't there?
I love it.
How's it going? So Joanio, Randy Rios Castro, and Andrew Pear, they're going to be talking about a Lego-based event that's happening with Joanio. I think this is several years that you've done, and I know you did it last year.
Hold on. Couldn't they tell us what Joanio is and does?
Oh,
listeners?
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Yes, I would like to know because I've heard this name
Just want to,
forever.
and you can tell what I'm like. Lego.
He's
yeah!
so excited, folks.
Woo-hoo!
But I want to know what Joanio does, and then we can talk about their event. How's that?
So Joanio, Randy Rios Castro, Andrew Pear, welcome to Rockland News, and tell us about what's going on.
Yeah, so I'm Randy Rios Castro. I'm the CEO for Joanio. We're a large human service provider both in Rockland and Westchester counties, and we provide services to people with disabilities over their lifespan. So basically birth through end of life in multiple areas. But the one we're going to talk about today has to do with employing people with disabilities through our Brick It Again store. And then the event that we're going to be hosting in called Brickapalooza.
Yes, Brickapalooza.
That sounds fun.
And you've done this several times. Wherever you want to start, the employment part, I'm definitely a big fan of employment. So that's a really good thing, not just for the people within Joanio, but also the services that they provide to the community, plus the Lego event. So pick your lane and go for it.
Okay, well, I'll give you a little bit background on our Brick It Again store, and then I'm going to let Andrew talk about the operations. So our Brick It Again store opened in March of 2023, and the purpose was to take something that we have in our community, Legos. Everybody's got them; they've got them in their basements, and from kids, past that are grown up now, sometimes even adults. Yep. And to get them donated so that we can help to put people with disabilities to work in the store through reselling those Legos. Mm-hmm. So it's really about employing people with disabilities while also serving a need in the community, which is Legos, because there's a lot of collectors out there, a lot of people that love Legos, and we've got them there.
I am one of those collectors. I have to tell you, I'm one of those collectors, and I find it a lifelong fascination being able to build things. And
I would like to donate because I'm trying to get rid of my stuff and do that whole pare down of my things.
Speaking of pare, Andrew, tell us more about the store, the event, please.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having us on. Yeah. So
no problem,
Brick It Again, like Randy said, is an awesome store. We take donations of Legos. We hire folks from the local area. We give them opportunities, and then we have a giant community center in the middle. So we have everybody from local kids, parents, adults, volunteering, playing with Legos, building, destroying, and all of this is basically to provide opportunities. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so everyone's always welcome, 11 to 6. Come on by 7 days a week. And then we decided to partner with our parent company, Joanio, to do this awesome family fun event, Brickapalooza. So it's going to be in New City on September 19th.
Nice.
And basically, it's an awesome family fun day. We're going to have Lego vendors. We're going to have sellers, everything from face painting to cookies, to activities, live music, and then Lego-centric activities. So like tallest tower build, tons of minifigures, a playroom filled with Legos, a fire walk. You can experience walking barefoot across Legos for those that don't want to. Yeah. And then all of this just to kind of draw the local community together, everything from Rockland outside Westchester, and then just, enjoy a good, fun, wholesome, Lego-centric day.
Now, you've done this before.
Oh, God. That will help us bring more awareness to both Joanio and our Brick It Again store, because we're still trying to, get our name out there to the broader community to let people know about the Lego store. We have tons of product in that store, both new and vintage sets. So we want to get all those collectors to come in and visit us, and parents with children to come to the store. We do birthday parties there, so we definitely want.
Oh, cool! All right.
We want to advertise that through our Brickapalooza.
Tom,
Absolutely.
I think as a consequence, if we do anything bad, we now have to go walk the Lego.
Yeah, and I had this vision in my mind of like Indiana Jones, like
right. And I'm like,
the penitent man must walk across the Legos.
I'm like, anytime
you're gonna love it because we're going.
Go ahead.
And we're going very authentic. We're mixing some black and red Legos together.
No.
Get that fire simulation going.
Very nice.
It's
very
probably
nice.
worse than working on coals.
So if you beguile me at all, you're walking the Legos down at Joanio. That's the new punishment. Go walk the Legos.
You got to, yeah. If you get us in a room with Lego, a lot of Lego, there's going to be chicanery in terms of building. Like, so Mike and I have a very interesting building pattern. Like, I try to create things symmetrically.
I'm chaos.
And Mike likes to knock them down. So like if we were in like first or second grade together, I don't know if anything would actually get built, but we'd have a hell of a lot of fun doing it.
It would be insane.
Yeah. So, and you've done this multiple times, the Brickapalooza. Is Lego a let's just say a significant participant? Obviously it's the product. Do you interface with Lego? I haven't really tuned into the company, just the product over the last 2 or 3 decades. So how is Lego as like a partner in this?
Well, so this will be our second Brickapalooza event. Lego, we haven't really had much partnership with Lego.
Mm-hmm.
We have a little bit of partnership this year with Legoland, who's giving us some donations.
Okay.
Which will be great. But yeah, not too much with the big Lego brand.
I got the chance to check out Legoland just in passing. I haven't been there yet, but just looks like a beautiful place to hang out with the family for the day. So it's nice that that experience, in part, at least building the Legos, is still alive and well. I mean, I have many happy childhood memories, and especially I should note this because it sounds like a lot of the participants in Joanio programs really embrace Lego, if I'm not mistaken. Like, it's not just the organization that's building this. You probably are checking the pulse of what participants in the Joanio programs like. So do you find that that's the case with a lot of the participants in the programs?
Yeah, so at Brick It Again, I mean, we employ over 10 individuals. I've got most of them are amazing Lego builders. It's really a skill that kind of goes hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
So it provides everything from, an ability to prove to themselves that they're actually doing something that is contributing and is creative and is a skilled labor. I mean, my brick builders here, I mean, they can outbuild me. 10 to 1, they're the ones that are putting out those giant Death Stars and building the full size Eiffel Tower. I can't keep up with that. And, just watching them kind of be proud of their skills, knowing that there's a very slim population that actually has the skills to pay the bill, so to say.
Dig it.
And then all of our awesome and amazing volunteers that help us out, everything from college students, high school students doing their community service hours, to just, I've even had local teachers help out during birthday parties, just because they want to be part of this awesome project.
Yeah, and we've spoken about it on the show. My uncle is special needs. He was originally a resident of Letchworth Village back in the day, and then the entire community there transitioned into the group home format, which, 30 years later, just looking at it, it seems like that format was a much better. It's like smaller family units and more personalized care, which we are very grateful for. Now, when I go to visit my uncle, he loves watching Dragnet, the TV show from back in the day. He loves his Knuckles O'Toole's records, and he loves baseball cards. And I find that in some cases, there's people that really embrace very specific things, and it doesn't just give, it's almost like they're luckier. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it doesn't give them that quick hit of joy. And then it's like, all right, the next thing, what am I doing? I got to find something else to get me that, that rush. They can tune into something like Lego and really just enjoy it. Do you find that that's the case when you're working with people in those communities?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they're really proud of what they do, and having just like one specific like product like Lego where it can turn from a hobby into a career, and they can see that, they can see themselves developing. They can see just being more welcome in society at large, just through exposure. And then having having a wonderful product like Lego, or like you said, like baseball cards,
Right.
it really lets them channel that energy and kind of become masters of their craft.
Yes, masters of their craft.
And it is amazing what some of these
Go ahead, Mike.
young folks can do. Tom's hitting the wrong button over there.
That was my fault. Sorry.
If you just kind of give them a pile of resources and let them have at it, there's this whole idea of design without constraint, and then apply the constraints of the resources to it, and then you whittle down, and then you end up with the final product. That's kind of the main idea of design class. And if you have this pile of amazingness and you can build to your heart's content, you really can really take the creativity to the next level. And maybe instead of the one artist who is like, I'm an engineer, I'm going to build the 10-foot tall Death Star, they're going to build something so creative that it is new using the medium of Legos.
Yeah, absolutely. And I had many, for my purposes, just building. My big thing was planes and spaceships. That was my
Love
thing.
them.
Yeah.
Love them. Yep.
So it's amazing. So, and I imagine, so again, the event is on September 19th. That's a Saturday. And it's going to be over at in Juanio, the facility. Can you give us the address, please?
260 North Little Tor Road in New City, New York. And the event is going to run from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday, September 19th. And as Andrew mentioned, there's going to be lots of different activities, Lego-themed activities. We have entertainment lined up between music, a puppet show, a clown, another bubble show. So we have tons of different activities that are going to be happening throughout that time period.
Okay.
So it's really
including
a community event.
The Lego displayers. Yep. And then tons of like Lego displayers, minifigures, Lego playroom, and a couple of Lego building challenges for the local kids and adults if the adults think they can keep up.
Andrew's trying to get me to get there. Don't even worry. I already got it on my calendar. I'm there.
You had him at Legos.
Yes.
So folks, Juanio.org,
So
is that correct?
Also have,
yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry?
No, go ahead.
We'll also have vendors here that will be selling Lego products and some other products, but primarily a lot of Lego vendors.
Absolutely.
So if you're a collector or somebody looking for particular sets, you should come and check it out.
Excellent. And again, the website is Juanio.org. Mike, you were going to say something?
I wanted to make sure everyone knew it was Juanio.org, and to spell Juanio. JAWONIO.org. And they got a variety of services for people in the community. Again, I remember, and I'm really keep in touch with Diana Hess literally over the last 20 years. And it's like we haven't aged a day. So Diana, if you're listening, we haven't aged a day. But back in the day, one of my colleagues, he actually needed services from Juanio, and Juanio was so helpful to him, and it's very much appreciated. It's like one of those things where I have a personal story about Juanio that just like tugs at the heartstrings. That's amazing.
Y'all do great work over there, I have to say.
Pillar of our community.
Thank you. I'd also like to. I'd like to give you our Brick It Again website.
Please,
which is
yes.
www.brickitagain.org.
Excellent. And we'll have that out on the article as well. Mike,
is the Brick It Again in the same location as Juanio?
No, the Brick It Again store is in Valley Cottage, 7 Lake Ridge Plaza.
Got it. Okay.
Awesome.
And we'll have that out for those of you that are listening. We'll have that out on rocklandsnews.com. If you don't see it on the homepage, just type in Joanio or Brick It Again, all those different keywords. Very easy to find. And we'll have an article about that probably within the next 24 hours. So Randy Rios Castro and Andrew Pear, thank you for joining us on Rockland's News today. And we'll look forward to speaking with you again.
And thank you for being such good
Thank you so
community
much
members.
for having us.
You got it. All right.
Thank you so much, and thank you to the community at large for supporting this project, donating, shopping, buying, and just being involved with us. Really appreciate it. We wouldn't be able to do it without you guys.
Definitely. And we'll have you on again. So have a great rest of the day. It's a nice sunny day out there. And just as a reminder for the weather right now, we're going to 84 degrees today and mostly sunny, which is quite the anomaly in a very rainy week, right?
Right. Well, I'm still stuck on walking over the Legos. Hold on for a sec.
No, awesome. Dude, I am so psyched about that because I didn't get the chance to go last year.
Yeah.
But I am like a big fan of Legos.
You know that I am a big fan of walking around with no shoes. So I think I have an edge over walking over Legos than you might. But we should have a competition.
Now, do you think? Well, maybe, yeah. I wouldn't mind doing it.
I don't know how it's set up. If it's one of those like you can see how far you can go, the Klingon pain stick thing, but I feel like if there is a lane of X number of feet, we have to sit there and slowly heel to toe. And how many steps can we take on the Lego walk?
You're gonna beat me. You're going to beat me for the sheer reason that I got a busted left knee. So I won't have the same level of balance on both sides.
Oh, so it will poke you extra.
Yeah. So I might have to relinquish, but I'll try a few steps.
Do you have a champion? Folks, would you like to be Tom's champion in the Lego walk? If you do, sign up at rocklandnews.com/alert.
Do you really think anybody's going to sign up to be my champion?
Maybe.
Oh,
hold on. It could be magical. You could have your savior come and save your poor feet and knees. That's who you think is going to show up. Jiminy Cricket? And that's what they're going to say to you, Tom. They're going to say, you're done.
So I hold in my hands an early version of some of my own craftsmanship.
Which you could have done out of Legos, but in this case, it was made out of
clothespins
that were deconstructed.
Yeah. Not that anybody is going to really be tuning into this. Like, I'm not even going to post this picture. It doesn't matter. But like, it basically looks like, I want to say, an X-Wing fighter.
I could see that.
A little bit.
Yeah. I could see it.
And it's made out of clothespins, and there's a wing that needs to be repaired. And I think
it's really like one of the X-Wings that got destroyed in any of those movies.
Yes. There's too many of them. I got to tell, my favorite part of that movie was, I think it wasn't Wade, because Wade actually lived through to Return of the Jedi. I forget which.
Wedge, you mean?
Wedge. Yeah. Maybe
Wedge Antilles.
Yes. And who was the guy that basically says, negative, just impacted on the surface. Get set for your run, and then he gets shot from behind, and all you hear is, "Yar!"
That was Gold Leader.
Gold Leader, yes, holy! And I literally,
listeners, if you know the name of Gold Leader, please put it in the chat.
I didn't see the movie in the theaters. I caught on to it after 1977. Obviously, it was like 3 years after I was born. But I have to say, we got a second. Oh my goodness,
Tom. Read what was said in the chat.
Okay.
I need you to walk over there and check out that chat. Tom has a champion.
Wow. Okay.
Set it up, Tom.
Let's do it. Okay. If you want to go for it, the individual that just for, I'm not going to name names on the show because obviously we want to first.
It'll be a surprise.
We got to come up with a format for that. Maybe
it'll be a surprise.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want to be my champion, hey, first come, first serve. Come on over.
Because some people actually do need to champion the Tom.
Sometimes.
About walking on Legos for sure.
You know, let's do it. Hey, listen, I'm down for it. I mean, if somebody's going to do that for me, I appreciate it.
Ready.
I appreciate it.
I will start walking on blacktop in the hot sun to prepare myself.
Okay.
Training for the Lego walk.
So you're going to, so then you're going to go up against my champion?
Yes.
Okay. Let's do it.
And why?
So what do I do during this? Do I just sit back and watch?
You have to report live to our audience.
Okay.
And tell them what's going on.
Can we get Tito Wilson to sit right next to me and then we could do like a play-by-play?
I would love that.
Let's do that.
It would be hysterical.
Okay. Count it.
And the problem is Tito would start pulling all the Legos out from that we're supposed to walk on and start building stuff.
I'm glad you told me about the Lego thing. And we just had an interview with Joanio, and they were talking about Brick It Again Palooza and also the Lego store that they have. And they're going to have an event on September 19th. It's going to be like a big Lego event. And I'm really glad that you told me about Tito being a Lego fan, because that is a topic of conversation I would love to broach with him.
I mean, all of us are Lego fans in some way, shape, or form. I am a little teeny tiny fan. Tito is a huge fan of Lego.
And I am a small medium at large.
All right.
Yes.
And you're not even that spiritual.
One would think.
So, sponsors.
Yes, sponsors. We want to thank our sponsors. All right. First of all, we got the New York Boulders baseball team, Yabu Fence Company, Dana Pest Control, Fiesta Acapulco. I can imagine a Lego event happening over at Fiesta Acapulco.
Oh, and you got to match the colors.
Yes.
Because, folks, if you've never been, Fiesta Acapulco has such bright, contrasting, beautiful colors that it's like sitting in the jungle without the hot and the humid.
Yes, exactly.
It's beautiful. Anyway. Yes, Acapulco.
We also got Kobe Sushi with their jazz music lounge. Last Friday, they had Blue Orchid with Rhea Vogel on vocals. And she is, let me tell you, her vocals are hot.
Yeah.
They are hot.
Does it like heat up the sushi? Because I want my sushi cold.
It heats up the souls of everyone that listens to her. I could listen to her for hours, bro.
Well, folks, you should go and tell me if it's as good as Tom says it is.
And mention Rockland's News and get 15% off your entire sushi order. Minimum $75, but that's at least $10.25 per sushi order at a table. So you definitely save money in these trying times, and they actually kind of are. I was talking with someone, Eugene Bondar, yesterday,
who is running for office,
Clarkstown supervisor, and he was talking about the economies of scale, and economies of scale always get me interested. And it was an interesting conversation. You can catch that at Rockland's News right now before the podcast comes out. And we also want to thank Breakpoint Bowling, Whole Shot Bagels, Stony Point Massage, the UPS store in West Haverstraw. By golly, they make better business cards than anyone around these parts. Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy, 99 signs for all your digital billboard and portable sign needs, because, Mike, a business without a sign
is a sign of no business.
Get your signs at 99signs.com for all your digital billboard and portable sign needs, as well as lawn signs. You're going to see those all over the place this September. FC Perfection Auto Body Repair, Congers, New York, and Clean Space Maintenance Management Company. We want to thank you. Plus, we got Rockland Music Fest number 12 showing up on September 12th of this year.
And what about our other affiliates like Rockland Shopping? Because although that list of sponsors are the small businesses that love Rockland News most. And by the way, if you would like to become a sponsor of Rockland News, how would one do that, Thomas?
Well, you got to go to rocklandsnews.com/advertise. The entire press kit for the last 6 months plus the last several years is on there. You can look at our stats. Last year, we clocked 591,000 page views on rocklandsnews.com. And in addition to that, we got 4 million views on social. Not too bad.
Hey, one of the first things they get by signing up as an advertisement is I will personally come to your place of business and record a verbal interview with you to play on this very show and talk with Tom.
How about that? And Mike is the man about town all over the 45 different villages across Rockland
We
County.
have 45 villages?
We have 45
That's
villages.
a lot of villages.
Yep, seriously. Plus you got 5 towns and 2 separate districts, you know.
But one loving county.
Yes. Actually, more than districts, I should say, because you got North Rockland, you got Ramapo Central School District,
Well,
East Ramapo.
are you talking about political districts or school districts?
School districts?
I think we have 11.
11. There we go. Yeah, I was terribly underscoring the number of districts, school related thereof.
Thereof.
Fair
enough.
There.
All right. So anyway,
I studied
sponsors,
phonics.
sponsors, and shopping. So we have something called Rockland Shopping. Is that correct?
We do have Rockland
Tell me
Shopping.
about Rockland Shopping for just a moment.
Over 400 different stores on Rockland Shopping. Anything that you're looking small business-wise, retailer, you can go to rocklandshopping.com and you can browse for restaurants, travel arrangements, music, entertainment, libations, even cannabis stores. Mike, I don't know much about cannabis, but they're also on Rockland Shopping.
All right. Well, I I also like with this cannabis thing, Rockland County Craft Beverage.
Yeah.
And folks, I'm not going to go down on the list again because I did it earlier, and you should just play the show all the time because we're so entertaining.
And we are.
But when you're out there at your barbecues, when you're out there at your picnics, and when you go out into the park, almost every single one of the craft beverage makers will at least let you fill up a growler.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them offer canned beer of their very own making. I know that you can definitely do that over at Stony Point Brewing's Bricktown Beer House.
Mm-hmm.
Say hello to David and tell him that we sent you. And I know that District 96, both in New City and Nyack, have cans of beer of their very own making that you can take with you. Mm-hmm. So there is no excuse not to have Rockland County Craft Beverage and support Rockland County's small business.
Yes, because 61 cents of every dollar that's spent in a small business stays in that community. You imagine the circulation of economics. We're talking about economies of scale.
Right.
When that same money is circulating around in that particular area, it creates a better quality of life for all of the community members. And then there's just like a back and forth, old school, I don't want to even call it barter system, but it becomes a lot more friendly and a lot more good vibes.
Well, and there's a sustainability aspect to it. There is a whole bringing up of economic and social, and everything about your community goes up if you keep supporting your community.
Yes, definitely.
And it doesn't mean that you shouldn't go out and get things from outside here, because Rockland County's not known for growing bananas. But if you're buying an apple, you better be buying it
I don't
inside.
know. We have this podcast here, so
we are homegrown, but that's a different kind of bananas.
Homegrown bananas.
To my point, New York State and Rockland County, one of the things that we grow best is apples. So why are you buying apples from Argentina or Washington State? You should buy them from New York State. You should buy them from Rockland County.
Right. Do you know that back in the day, I'm going back probably about almost 15 years, I directed traffic on Route 9W wearing a banana costume.
Folks, I bet you there's video of that.
There is, as a matter of fact. I'm going to go look it up.
Are you going to post it on rocklandnews.com?
No, but I'm going to put it in the chat on comments so that everybody on there.
All right.
Because that's starting to heat up with all the chat.
I mean, people are wanting to talk.
I'm a little nuts.
I thought you were a banana.
Well, in the video, but not always.
All right, folks. So he's looking that up. I just got.
How are you? How are you, Mike?
You got 2 break points today.
How are you,
folks? He broke me twice today. He never gets more than 1, and I got none today. I don't think I broke you once today. You're on fire.
Yeah, here it is. Banana directs traffic is this keyword search.
All right. You definitely need to let the viewers see
There's no audio of this, but
it doesn't matter. Tom is literally dressed up as banana, his arms sticking out the sides, and he's waving it on. It does look like a snowy day, so it was cold. So he was not a sweaty banana.
No, and actually, it's not a snowy day. That's just a white building behind.
No, I'm looking at that down there.
Oh, actually, yeah.
There's
All
snow
right.
plowed out.
So I have to provide some context of this story. So basically, the traffic light on Route 9W and Main Street ended up going out. So, and there were no cops around, and there was no firefighter person or volunteer ambulance or anything. So I was like, geez, there's going to be a traffic accident. Now, what's interesting is that traffic accidents kind of freak me out because my father got killed in a traffic accident when I was 12 years old. Okay. But basically, like an idiot, I'm like, all right, well, I got to help direct traffic. Well, I need something really bright that I can put on. I couldn't find like a regular construction thing. And I was like, wait a minute, don't I have like a Halloween costume of a banana? And I found it. Special shout out to my mom who actually videoed the entire thing from the local gas station right next door.
So he's literally bananas, folks.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say about that, Thomas.
There's nothing to say. I was a banana directing traffic. What do you, how do you really, 3?
You got 3. You're doing good today.
Every time I get 3, I get a free $10 arcade card over at Breakpoint Bowling when I mention Rockland's news.
And you get a free bagel at Whole Shot Bagels.
Yeah. Yo, we got to go next week. Let's go grab some bagelry.
And the king of bagels over there.
Sit there and talk.
I tell you, folks, you can go sit down there at Whole Shot Bagels and have a talk and do some work. Get yourself some coffee. Get yourself some. His iced tea is off the charts. He makes it himself.
Yeah.
All sorts of different kinds of bagels, including one called the Seeds Inside. It's got seeds everywhere.
How does he do that? I guess he takes the seeds and he like
rolls
puts them into the dough.
I'm like, fantastic.
That's
fantastic.
pretty amazing. Yeah.
My favorite sandwich is a sobo.
Oh yeah.
I like my hash browns right on there in my sandwich, and I'm a hot sauce over ketchup.
I can dig it. I can dig it. I've done that.
Not the sweet. I'm sweet enough. I need some spice.
Yes, and that's why we're so good on this show, because we can talk about George Carlin and then flip it over to Lego immediately, which I'm thankful for.
Right. Yeah. And then we can talk about, craft beverage and small business and 61 cents
of every dollar.
Every dollar.
We're holding our mugs with perfect alignment.
Right.
Yeah.
And a nice place to hit all of that little crafty 61 cents you're buying power with your dollar are all of the farmers markets that happen around Rockland County. If I were a computer surfing looking for things, what site would I go to, Tom, to look where Rockland County's farmers markets would be?
I would say, that's a great question. Let me actually look for that while you're talking.
I would make a great teacher's assistant.
Yeah?
I got the good leading questions.
I could tell you the career track for that if you want, because that's basically what I was going for.
Do you go to Dominican College?
No. So I went to Rockland Community College and they flipped over to Ramapo.
Okay.
The original plan was to become a teacher.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, but
Is that why you went history?
Well, what happened was, and stupid me, I started off with the history degree, right? And then I didn't realize until I got to the end of achieving the history degree, like the senior year, that I had to take another 2 years of teacher certification.
Oh, yeah. A lot of my friends ditched down.
Yeah. So what happened was I was like, look, I need money right now. So I basically started working for a local web development firm.
You stopped looking for the answer to the question.
No.
Do you have it?
You mean 42?
No, that one.
No, I'm still going to go to that. I just wanted to finish my story.
Oh, sorry.
But let me go look for that.
I was like, we're going to forget what the answer is.
County
Tom and I do have quite a bit. I actually have a diagnosis for ADHD. I don't know about you, Tom, but
I'm starting to, I guess, if you will, give you questioning of whether I have it or don't have it.
I believe you have it.
You really think so?
My spicy friend over there.
I don't get that. I just look at things differently. It's like
That's what makes it not typical. Farm to table, Rockland Fresh. Destination Rockland.
Farm to table, Rockland Fresh.
Explore RocklandNewYork.com. I am seeing all this, and I see a big bright picture of 3 different colors of bell peppers. Rockland's farms, farmsteads, and farmers markets provide an ample spread of fresh, local grown fruits and vegetables, baked goods, and more. In addition to tours, many of our local farms offer seasonal apple and pumpkin picking for the whole family, which I'm telling you, it's if you've never been apple picking, I always go to the concerts because it's where I grew up. It's my nostalgia, but they're so good. They're so good. Let's see. Dr. Davies, Habstra Farmers Market, Nyack Farmer Market, Orchards of Conklin, my favorite donuts ever. Piermont has a farmer's market. Pearl River has a farmer's market. Who's this? Threefold Community Farm, Van Houten Farms. We talk about them a lot. West Maple in Muncie, and that's all on the list.
And that's farm to table market fresh, baby.
And we did it. We did it.
We actually created a jingle during that, yo.
Give me some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That was magic.
Woohoo! I'm gonna go flash the community now.
No,
with this light.
banana.
No, with the light.
Oh,
now, Mike.
I was asking if you were going to dress up like a banana again.
No,
you just showed me the banana.
I just kind of,
folks, you could probably get bananas at the farmer's market, but I'm telling you, they're not grown in New York.
That was that whole reverse bragging thing.
Reverse bragging. I like that phrase.
You like it?
We're going to have to coin that one.
The humble brag thing is just so 2004.
So
remember
Tom,
the humble brag?
The humble brag.
So it's like this thing. It's like, let me put it this way. Justin Bieber, who I actually had a little bit of
Biebs.
Yeah. So basically Bieber was like, I'm so blessed to have this huge mansion. Right. And it's like, yes. And he's trying to communicate with his audience, but a subset of the audience kind of like was like, yeah, great. You're blessed. Do me a favor. Please don't talk about it because I'm eating out of a dog food can. So there's like, the disparity and all that.
Right.
So they started calling it the humble brag. And that was the term that caught on with like anybody that's saying, I'm so thankful and blessed to have this, this, and this. That's, it's like, okay, that's kind of overkill. Stop doing that. I kind of get it, but I want to update if you will, the vernacular, right? To make it a reverse brag. It's like, you're actually not bragging about yourself. You're actually bragging about the other person, how awesome they are, but doing it under the guise of being like slightly sarcastic. It's like, oh yeah.
I am looking at him
you're like so awesome.
With
like,
my Spock eyebrow,
my gosh.
Not understanding. We're gonna have to, you know what, Tom? We're gonna do a video and we're gonna put it up on Rockland Web.
Okay.
Not gonna do it today, folks, because there's so much to talk about Rockland. We have so much stuff going on, but we will get back to this thing, as well as
what are we going to get back to?
The competition of walking on the Lego floor. But it is a reminder, and it is a reminder to Tom that he is still Bluetooth into the soundboard.
Yep. That was our friend Tom Fabry.
And what does Tom have to say?
Well, we have something that he's going to be launching. We've been building his website for about the last 6 months or so. He has a very, very interesting premise that I can't mention yet, but I'll put it this way. Has to do with religion and music.
Okay, folks, stand by for weirdness that is religion and music.
Yeah.
Now, if you are a Rockland County musician and you are looking to play out and you don't have the energy to go find the venues or deal with the money paperwork and all that, come visit us at sponsorband.com, and we want to help you go play out and get paid for it.
Hell yeah.
And we also want you folks who have businesses who want to sponsor local musicians, come sign up with us, because part of what we need to do is find bands and find businesses, pair them together, sponsor them out, put them in venues. So that now we got that's 3 victories right there, Tom.
Absolutely.
And guess what? That 61 cents applies in every direction on that.
61 cents of every dollar stays in your community, which is amazing.
So like if you're going to your local venue of bar, family restaurant, that kind of thing, you're spending that money. It's voting with your dollar. And we love it here at Rockland News.
We really do. We really do. So, and a lot of that's going to happen over the next several weeks, months. Going back to Rockland Shopping, while you're doing all of your voting and learning about the news that's happening, rocklandshopping.com has literally 400 different stores that you could check out. And it's not like we're getting you to buy anything on our website, really. You just click on a link, you learn about the store, and then you click and it goes right over to their awesome website.
Because we are trying to help promote small business in Rockland.
Most definitely.
Because that is where the power of economy is. That is where the power of Rockland sits.
Yeah. If you can't do it at the atomic level, you can't do it at the Fibonacci sequence times 30 level.
Nerd.
Telling you, man. It's where it's at. Anyway, so we got anything else to talk about, or are we out?
I mean, we could talk for days and days and days, but for this Wednesday, I think we're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah.
I would like to announce that starting in this next month, there will be a new segment on Rockland News.
Yeah.
On Wednesdays in the afternoon, around lunchtime.
Really?
Jen Lima and I are going to start talking about food and wellness and anything that's surrounding that. So we'll be talking probably about garden centers and what tasty food markets to go to and health food markets and how to be just a healthier person all around.
That's awesome.
So folks, come check it out. We're starting in August on Wednesdays. I believe the show segment's at 11 o'clock, but that is what is that what it is? I don't even remember. We talked about this. I can't remember, but it's on the calendar. Check us out in August. I will be talking about this more as we go on Wednesdays. And if I can get my butt back to OK Rockland, we'll be talking about it then.
But that doesn't necessarily mean, ladies and gentlemen, that OK Rockland is not going to have an episode this Friday, because over at the Flowery, Tailspin will be playing over at the Flowery this coming Friday. It's 710 Shatter Day, and the Flowery is a dispensary located in Haverstraw, New York, right on Route 9W. And I'm not exactly sure what Tailspin, and yes, from now on, Tailspin will be referred to in the third person. I'm not sure what Tailspin is going to be playing.
Hold on. Will it be Saturday in the park?
Possibly, but with very, very loud guitars.
All right. Who's playing guitar for you?
I have the technology that Tailspin will be using in order to be able to accommodate himself as the only musician along with the songs.
Oh, this is a solo Tailspin.
Or if musicians happen to show up at certain points and just tune on in whenever they want, all they got to do is they got to bring their axe, their amp, their microphone, or their bass, and just jack on in right to the PA system that'll be right there, and we play the songs. Bam.
And you can hop on the plane and go on down the Tailspin.
Yep. And this is the thing that I didn't mention, is the Flowery has a 30-person room with a stage, and we're going to be employing all of it.
Staging the Tailspin.
And there will be lights.
And there will be cannabis.
And there will be a DJ board.
And there will be cannabis.
And there will be a podcast board.
And there will be cannabis.
And there will be a party at the Flowery.
Yeah.
I'm told Tailspin is he's very subdued these days as far as really kind of going out and playing, because he's kind of almost remember Buckethead?
Yes.
He's like that. Nobody likes him, but when he gets over and he plays the thing, it's just okay, yeah, he's kind of got something going on there. So we're going to check it out. It's going to be the return of Tailspin after a 1-year hiatus, self-imposed. He actually just left his band he's been playing in for about 10 years. He's in several bands. One of them is Spanky and the Radicals. He left that.
Okay.
And he also is in a band it's a Black Sabbath tribute band called BS Tribute.
Okay.
And he's also in a band called Monster of Puppets. It's a Metallica tribute band. But he decided that he wanted to do some stuff on his own.
It's time for his solo career.
Queens of the Stone Age, System of a Down, Korn, Metallica.
Weird Al.
We're actually going to see Weird Al on Sunday. No, we're going to see Weird Al on Sunday. Me and my wife, not Tailspin.
Okay.
Tailspin is
somewhere else.
Yeah. My wife
He's
sometimes
in the phone booth.
is interested in him, but she just,
Only because he has superpowers.
nah.
It's like the whole Clark Kent Superman thing.
Maybe that's it.
Maybe.
I like that concept. Thank you.
Right?
Mm-hmm. How about you? What do you got going on? Because like you've been doing some Bethel Woods action.
More Bethel Woods. It is a fantastic place to go see a show. I am not going to over promote it because we are Rockland centric, and that is not Rockland.
Yeah.
But we do love good music, and it is a good, safe venue to go to. And it is one of the many historic sites that you can find in New York State. We have many historic sites right here in Rockland County, including the Benedict Arnold Treason House, Bear Mountain site. There's a number of little forts and battlements that have been dedicated as parklands that are from the taxes that everyone complains about. We get all these great parks. Go use your parks, my friends.
Yeah, absolutely. We had a lot of guests on today too.
And we talked about a lot of stuff today.
Yeah.
And we had a lot
Giovanni,
of chat going on.
Yeah. I mean, the board is lighting up. So special thanks to those of you that chimed in. And we're going to be checking out these comments and learning more about the community that we serve. It's going to be great. I want to also give a special thank you to our Monday morning reporter, anchorman, Robert Joasis. You know, we're trying some things out. You know, we're getting into a rhythm. Robert's reporting the news on Mondays.
You should just call it Robert's Reporting.
Robert was the one that hooked us up with the Giovanni interview.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that because I learned a lot. Because, again, I had been seeing the name my time working over at Rockland Community College. They were always had a table, and I wasn't exactly sure what they did.
Right.
And to hear that they're doing this really fun, family-oriented festival. I have so many friends who are so into Legos, and they're not young folk. I know young folk also love Legos, but like 50, 60, 70-year-old folk loving the Legos.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
And you are one of them, Tom.
I am. And on September 19th, I'm going to be there firsthand to enjoy the Lego Brickapalooza event hosted by Giovanni. It's going to be over, I believe, at 260 Middletown Road. We'll put it on the website. I don't want to get the address wrong, but Brickapalooza, a whole bunch of Legos, and we're going to be able to build and have some fun. Yeah.
And there will be a competition.
There will be a competition
between me and Tom's champion.
Yes.
Who you will discover if you show up.
Now, champion, I should note this, champion, we will have to do some practice walking across Legos because we definitely want to also be safe. I don't want to be responsible for being like, you know, the guy that sends the gladiator into the ring. It's like, okay, do things for me. It's not like that.
Well, we'll get to that later.
Right.
Maybe there'll be a consent form. Maybe we should come up with the Tom's champion consent form and put it online.
We could do that. I was going for a movie metaphor, but we can also do a consent form.
Are you not entertained?
That's got to be on the consent form. I have to like ask a question. Are you not entertained? I don't know.
All right. So Legos.
Where did you take me with that?
I don't know.
It's a journey.
It's a journey, man. And we need to journey to the flowery, I think, soon.
I think Mike's been staring at my baseball cap for way too much.
I have.
Yeah.
Anyway, so let's go down the list of sponsors one more time.
Yes, we want to thank our sponsors very much for providing substance for Rockland News. Substance. Gotta. All right, so New York Boulders baseball team, Yabu Fence Company, Dana Pest Control. By the way, we're not really like going into like the advertisements for each at the moment because we had so much going on today. And we got started a little late for those of you that tuned in at 7:45. We got started a little late. No worries, but hopefully you can catch the entire podcast on Friday when we deliver and launch them. So the New York Boulders baseball team, Yabu Fence Company, Dana Pest Control, Fiesta Acapulco, Kobe Sushi, Breakpoint Bowling, Whole Shot Bagels, Stony Point Massage, the UPS store in West Haverstraw, Ivy Rehab Physical Therapy, 99 Signs, FZ Perfection, Clean Space Maintenance Management Company, and of course, our new friends over at The Flowery.
And let's not forget,
Yes,
Rockland County Craft Beverage.
That's right. A lot of Rockland County craft beverage. and we will have that link for you about all the different craft beverage organizations around the area. For instance, District 96, Noble Experiment, Round Table, and Stony Point Brewing Company, Red Barn Cidery, and Van Houten's.
So, my friends, when you're out there, go find some Rockland music. Go find some Rockland libations. Go find some Rockland County apples.
Yeah.
And go find all the cool stuff.
Yeah.
We got family stuff. We got adult stuff. Go listen to music and help us put the rock back in Rockland.
And remember, Rockland Music Fest, September 12th, and we're going to open up the application to people that want to sign up as musicians this coming Sunday, July 12th. We'll have a whole bunch of announcements this weekend. 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, July 12th, August 12th, September 12th is when the concert is.
Dozens of dozens of dozens of dozens.
You see this workbook?
One thing, 66 days. There's no 12s on that.
Do you know how many days are left to Rockland Music Fest 12?
I see 2017. I see the word 1. I see 66. I see no 12s.
Do you know how many days are left until Rockland Music Fest 12 from now?
66 days?
Correct. I'm not kidding.
Okay.
Okay, Google. Volume at 100%.
Uh-oh. Something's happening.
Okay, Google. How many days are left until September 12th, 2026?
There are 66 days until
September
12th, 2026.
6.
Those are two separate things. It's
6,
like
6.
there's like a space in between them or something.
6.
What?
66.
What is that?
The days left.
The days left. Exactly.
The days left.
Correct.
Wait, when was the day right?
When was the day wrong?
Well, not today. We had a good show today.
We had a great time today, didn't we?
We did. And we talked about our sponsors. They were lovely. We encouraged everyone to be good citizens. That was awesome. We had some good feels and we learned about Legos and Joanio.
There's a lot that we covered today and I didn't even realize it.
I know it. And it's like the morning just flew by.
Did you ever hear that song? Get your kicks on Route 66.
They talked about Route 66 in that Disney Cars movie.
Yes, that's right. That was an awesome movie.
It was.
You
know what? I think it's time to leave on a high note.
And what is that? Oh, I guess that's what we're doing.
Because it's about that time, don't you think? He loves this thing, folks.
Thanks, everybody, for joining us. On behalf of Mike and Tom, see you next time. Peace out.
Be well. Plant the seeds of hope.